Welcome back to Shamrock Fresh. I'm Chef Chris Casson, and with the holiday season coming up, we wanted to focus on desserts. So today we're going to look at three different lines, the first one being Culinary Secrets, which is our brand here at Shamrock, Galaxy Desserts, which are individual portion control, and they are chef-inspired, and then the last one would be Sweet Streets, which is a very familiar name with a lot of chefs here in town. Now, whether you're just utilizing desserts to bring up the check average, or you're looking to set out a holiday spread and you want some variation, different colors, different flavors, hopefully we can give you some ideas here today that will translate onto your menu. Let's go take a look at some of the items. So we're going to start with our Culinary Secrets, which is Shamrock's brand, and this is a traditional tiramisu. You can see it comes in the box formation versus the cake, and you can see the nice layers. It's got a nice soft texture to it, the cocoa powder up on top, very good plate presentation. The next item, red velvet cake. Who doesn't love this? Great color, nice and moist, and with the individual paper on the outside like this, it's much easier to take an individual slice out. Here we have our massive chocolate torte tower. This is one slice. I would suggest this be for a whole table. You're going to get about 10 out of the cake, but you can see how tall it is, but it's got the nice layers throughout. And of course, traditional carrot cake. You can see it's got the walnuts on the outside, it's got chocolate curls on top, and once again I'll separate it out with the paper. And then we're going to move on to Galaxy, and Galaxy is a chef-inspired company. You can tell it looks like they're more in-house made style desserts. These are all individual portion control. They are frozen. You can pull them out as needed. This is a traditional New York cheesecake. It's got the graham cracker crust. We added the golden raspberries on top. You could add obviously whatever you want, but these are great starters to make your own. This is our mango mousse cake. You can see it's got the mango glaze on top, nice and smooth around the side, no bubbles, just nice and rich. And then over here we've got our Grand Teton mousse, and you can see it's got the hard chocolate outside shell. It's got the cake on the bottom, and then the mousse is on the inside. So once again, looks like something that was made in-house. And then here's another version of tiramisu, and this is a tiramisu mousse cake. So it's going to be a different texture, obviously individual portion control size, and still has that dusting of chocolate on top. Now we're going to move on to Sweet Streets, and you can see there's a lot of color to these items. We're starting off with our white chocolate raspberry cheesecake. You can see it's got the nice raspberries through the middle as well, nice sheen on top with a little bit of caramelization. Here we have our pina colada cake. Who doesn't love pina coladas? This has got the coconut on top. You can see the different layers throughout the middle. And then this is our key lime white chocolate, and you can see it's got the key lime curd along the bottom, the white chocolate up top. It's got a little bit of the caramelization, like brulee on top, and then we just did a little bit of our Lion's caramel sauce over the top of that. And then sticking with the brulee theme here, we've got a brulee cheesecake. So very similar to a New York style cheesecake. It's got the breadcrumbs on the bottom. It's nice and smooth, no air bubbles, but it's been bruleed on top, so it gives a little bit different plate presentation. And doesn't this look yummy? This is a bourbon pecan pie. So warm this up a little bit, let it get soft on top. The inside will get nice and warm and soft as well. Very traditional holiday item, more of a comfort food style, if you will. And then here we have our caramel apple granny, and you can see it's got the caramel glaze on top. And you can see the apples kind of throughout the center. Very home style, once again, more of a comfort food item. Now we're going to move on to the rich chocolate cakes. This is our chocolate lovin' spoon. You can see it's much denser. It's not going to be as spongy like a cake. It's got chocolate crumbles on top and then covered with chocolate as well as chocolate curls. So very rich for the chocolate lover indeed. This is our cherry cheesecake. Not sure how that snuck in between all the chocolate items, but you can see once again, good presentation. Has the cherry running through the center. And then this is our chocolate brownie stack, and once again, more of a dense brownie. It has the chocolate chunks covered with chocolate sauce, and then chocolate curls on top as well. And then the last one, this looks good to me. This is our turtle bundt cake. So you've got an individual chocolate bundt. It's obviously filled with the caramel. It's got nuts, and then the chocolate drizzle on top. This could be warmed briefly in the oven, come out nice and soft. And you can see we've decorated each of our plates here. This is our Lion's sauces, and this is just a few of what we have. But here's our raspberry, our caramel, and our white chocolate. And what's really nice about these is the top just flips up. You're able to just squeeze and use as is. So I know we showed you a lot of items, and not to be overwhelming, but we wanted to make sure you understood the full line that Shamrock carries. There's obviously a lot more in each of these categories. The video might be a little longer than usual, but we wanted to make sure that you made the right decisions for this holiday season in picking the right desserts. And I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again next week.